Welcome back to FS25, everybody, here on Riverbend Springs. So I am finished with the windrowing, cutting, and the windrowing. I'm taking some of the silage bales that we have up to the shop to sell. I hope I can get enough money to buy the trailer for the cows to move them. I need about 11,000 to do that. So we'll see. I don't think it'll be enough, but we'll see. I did put some silage aside. Well, first I put some silage in the new cow barn, so that's full. And then I also put 2 bales aside to supplement that. So there is a little bit loss of total silage here. Let's actually see. Silage. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get enough. But you know, let's wait and see what happens. If not, then I'll have to wait till February to transport the cows over, which they should still be good. They're only 14 months now, so they're not it's not necessary to move them over yet. I just kind of wanted to get things sort of set up for that. And yeah, did not get enough. Those were all silage, right? Yeah, that must have taken quite a bit out of all the bales, so they were probably pretty low. So let me go ahead and send a worker down. Because I'm going to transport here. So yeah, I put, how much did it go in? Okay, 60,000 liters of food. That's why. So all the bales were really, really low in food, which means these are probably pretty low. Yeah, there's about 1,000 liters in each of them. So that would be why. But that's fine. That means this food is ready to go when I move them over. And yeah. So I don't think this has a slurry output at the moment. So at some point I will have to get a slurry and a manure. But I think I'm not going to worry about that until after I get another grass field, because I think I'm going to have to cut into this field to do that. And obviously if I do that, it'll lower our profits a little bit. So let me take over this guy, go get some baling done. So with how much money we have, we should definitely get to the 25,000 in, like I said, by February for sure. January potentially. And it's only 2 months away, so I don't think the silage will be ready by then. But we'll see. Okay, drop that off. And baler, it's in there. Should get quite a bit of grass off of this because it's 2 cuts worth, 1.5, I guess. One that was 3 months, one that was 2 months. But either way, there should still be a pretty good amount of grass. Oh yeah, that's going up real quick. It's gonna be a lot of bales. Alright, so I am going to get a little bit further ahead on this. I just wanted to bring you back to see selling the bales and stuff, but yeah, I'll bring you back when this gets a little further along, so see you in a sec. All right, welcome back. I am just getting to wrapping the bales, about halfway done. We have quite a few bales. I'm very happy with the yield we got from this. Obviously, like I said before, this is from 2 cuts, but either way, it's still quite a lot of silage. And I mean, just look at all those bales. So many bales. It'll be some pretty good money once we get into the winter. If you look at my money, speaking of, I did pay back as much loan as I could while I was thinking about it, since I always seem to forget. So I did do that. And yeah, just moving along, getting these wrapped. So hopefully after I buy the cow transport trailer, I can finally stop spending money on little things and just save for the shed. Field, the new field. Because once we get the new field, like I've said probably many times at this point, our income will drastically increase. It's probably, I think it's about as big as 2 of these fields. So how big is it? 6.4. Yeah, it's pretty much as big as either the 2 side fields and the middle field, which is quite a bit. I mean, it's like 2/3 more grass to cut from that point. These little tracks in the middle, I have thought about whether it would be worth it to plow those and make that part of the field and just make them one large field. We'll probably get a little bit more grass to do that, but honestly, I don't think it'll really be any crazy amount to really make it worth it. So it's really just those two driving paths up there. And eventually we're going to be digging into these fields to make room for more stuff anyways, because I plan to put the sheep and goat pens within these fields once we get more fields as well. So I don't think I'm going to really mess with these paths for now, and just let it be what it is. 3 separate fields, and or just keep cutting across, doing everything across like this, because it's just so much easier than I mean, if I set a worker, they can cut while I'm potentially doing something else, but when it comes to baling, it's so much easier to go across like this. Plus, when you set a worker, they, do the whole headland thing, and if I have them do that for the windrowing, then I'm gonna have to be driving all around for the baling, and I think it just takes more time, like my real world time, since time in the game isn't really that big of a deal. So yeah, that's probably what I'll just keep continuing to do. I do need to get some more gas. I don't know if we have a gas container on our farm already, but I don't know if there's gas in it. So unfortunately, I think I would have to buy a little bit, or I just won't buy much, because we're not really using too much gas at the moment. So there's no point in buying, 15 plus liters of gas. Actually, let me go see if I can. I know this isn't it, but it's right over here. Freeze. It's empty. Okay, so this holds up to 5,000. We don't need that much. Let's just buy 1,000. Okay, that should be enough for a while. the harvesters are what really suck through the gas and use a lot more gas. The what we're using here isn't doing too much. Not even sure how much the trailer holds, or the let's check. It holds just under 500. Yeah, so 1,000's fine. We're down to like almost no money, but little purchases like that, as well as like fixing up the tractor. Yeah, they are going to set us back a little bit, but that kind of stuff is needed. It's just going to happen. As long as it's only like a few thousand, I really don't think it's going to make a huge difference in terms of us moving forward. So it is what it is. You have to do it. I mean, that was probably like 2 bales worth. It's not a huge deal. How much does it say we have now? 282,000 liters, which is 13 grand in terms of grass. And I think it was at least double. So that's $26,000, which is more than enough for the transport that we need. And the savings for that bigger trailer, not trailer, the thing that's gonna hold our milk, that'll definitely help us out. So that was what, like 15,000 in savings, which is, I don't know, maybe 25 bales worth of silage. So it's definitely a pretty good savings. Maybe even 30 bales worth. Each bale is 6,000 liters. Goes for 120-ish for 1,000. So each bale's worth like, what is that? 600, $720 per bale. That's not too bad. Just 4 more. And then we can do the usual thing and skip ahead a few months. I'm not even going to worry about dropping them off in the storage, because we're just going to sell them anyways. And there's really nothing to do except fertilize, which we can wait a little bit for. Oh, I should stop and then check. I'll check the fertilized state, assuming it's going to be 1, but yep, just need to fertilize once. We go, last bale. And we already bought bale wrap, so when this runs out, we don't have to worry about buying more. So that's a purchase we don't have to do. I'm very optimistic. I think at this point we really have everything we need. We won't have to purchase anything, even small things, for a little while. So because this tractor's nice and fixed up, we don't have to fix it up for a while. Bought this fuel. Yeah, fuel. So this will be good for a while. I mean, this tank has been, we don't burn through diesel too quick with the trailers, or the tractors. I do have it set on medium. I think high, oops, for the the gas is just, or diesel, I should say. It's too much. It's not really realistic, I don't think. Or maybe it is realistic, I'm not sure, to be honest. But anyways, okay, so let me double check. Cows have 4,000. That might not be enough, actually. So let's go sacrifice 2 of these bales. Oh, the unloading assistant is off. Okay. Good. Use 2 of the bales to feed these guys. And if there's extra feed left over, it's not a huge deal. Because I will be using this again, so. Alright. Oh, no, I want to keep that attached. Because I need to pick up the bales when they're ready. And let's go to bed. Really, just gonna skip ahead a few months until everything turns to silage. And there's one. Got my flashlight out. So let's look at these. These are from last month. I mean, that would be nice eventually, but don't need to waste money on that now. Balance is negative now. And assuming still grass. Yep. All right.
Hey there. What's the good word?
What's the good word? Nothing. Okay. Maybe I was curious if he would say something else at the end of the year again. Of course, that was December. So now we're in the new year. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice tractor. It would be, oh, the pink. I mean, sure. I'm sure someone likes that. I don't, but I'm sure someone does. Yeah, that's a pretty nice tractor. Once I change the colors. But we're not going to worry about that. I mean, that'd be a nice trailer. I think it's similar to our trailer, but don't need that either. So, have anything to say?
Hey there. What's the good word?
Yep. Just what's the good? Nope, we're good. So let me check on the cows. They need some food. Is this silage yet? No, it's still grass. So let's go pick up a... How old are the cows now? 16, so we're getting real close. Only one more month. So I think 1 bale should be enough. You know what? Let's do 2. Just in case. I don't want their health to go down. And really, feeding the cows is going to probably go into our profits the most at this point. Nope, nope. Unload. Unload here. Are all those going to fit? It's probably going to be a little bit left. Yep, they're full. All right, let's go skip ahead one more time. Then I'm probably going to have to skip to a little bit later in the day because I saw they were like 66% fermented. So let's sleep and let's just go till 12. Oh, that's 12 today. One more time. Just to make sure we're past that point. 12 was probably a little too much, but that's okay. All right. We're in the negatives, but that's okay. Nice Dudes Bar. Oh, man. So nice. 247 horsepower. I should stop looking at this stuff. It just makes me want things, but don't have the money for it. All right. Our cows are 17 months. And their health is down. Oh, because they're out of water. Well, let's fix that. Nice bird up there. I keep forgetting to check the water, and they're losing health because of it, but... how much water does it hold? So I don't want to completely fill this up and then not be able to get milk. Of course I won't get milk for a while, so it won't be a big deal. Let's go ahead and fill it up. Start filling. No? Don't? Is it not filling? That's weird. I'm clicking the right button. Oh, man. Hopefully this isn't another bug. Well, that's annoying. You know what? They're gonna be low on health. And that'll be fine. Because I'm gonna move them to their new pen. I want to check. Okay, we have all silage, and it says 31,000. So, yeah, that'll definitely be enough to get what we need. This will probably take 2 or 3 trips. At least 2, maybe 3. I'm not sure exactly how many bales are here. Two more. All right, let's go get this sold. And go to finances and borrow everything back. I don't know why. So I had 505,000 that I was able to borrow before. For some reason I can't get back to the 505. You must not own enough stuff. But that's fine. So how much you can borrow depends on, I think it's for sure how much land you own. It might also be like, you know, tractors and pretty much everything else. It's kind of like when you get a loan in real life, you have to have a certain amount of money, or, you know, once the, jeez, you did not have right away. I know I'm not the AI, so don't just let me go. Anyways, yeah, you have to have, you know, something even if it's not actual money, you have to have, I can't think of the word, but you have to have something like a certain amount of land worth a certain amount of money so they can let you borrow up to a certain amount. So once I buy more land and stuff, I should be able to borrow more if I wanted to, which I'm trying not to, just because, you know, it increases the cost quite a bit. All right, unload. There we go, 17. I think just one more load left, and it should be, will definitely be enough for us to get our trailer. And we're getting close to the end of the episode, so once I get these sold off, I'll put a cut in there, and yeah, there's really nothing to do in the meantime, so I'll bring you back in for the next episode. We'll continue on with this year, cutting and baling and more of the same. But the exciting thing will be we have cows that will now be producing milk starting next month. We're going to have brand new baby cows, which we could potentially even move to the pen that they're in now, if I can figure out what's going on with the water. I'll probably try to restart and see if that helps. Because the trigger was there. It said fill. It just wasn't filling for whatever reason. So it's a little weird. So I'll try to figure that out in between as well. And I'll make sure I bring you back for when we actually transfer the cows over there. Just so you can see that. Operating. And actually, I would probably keep... Actually, no, they have 60,000 liters of food in that. That should be plenty of food for a while. I was going to say, I should probably keep some silage to feed the cows, but I think by the time we get silage again, or better way to word it, by the time the cows need food again, we should have more silage. So, should not be a problem, hopefully. Worst comes to worst, I can supplement with some grass, and it won't be as productive for the milk, but it's better than them. It's better than their health being down, because when their health is down, I don't think they produce anything. So what, 19 on the second round? I don't think I have any in storage, so this is everything we got. Starting to learn my way around the map. You know, going back and forth, at least to where my farm is. Takes a little bit of time, but took a little bit of time FS25 as well with Elm Creek. I know I didn't show any of that on YouTube, but I did play Elm Creek quite a bit. So I'll probably play this one quite a bit too, just because I think out of the new maps, this is my favorite. The two new maps. Zelonka, I mean, technically isn't new. It's from the old game, but it's a decent map as well, where I'm doing the pig run. And so far, I am definitely having fun with the pigs. I like the freedom to do all these different crops, and kind of changes the thinking a little bit. Doing grass over and over again does get a little tedious, so I will be excited when I can expand this a little bit. I think after the new fields and everything, the next upgrade might be another new field, I'm not sure, but besides fields, it'll probably be getting the sheep. Unload. Nice, 14,000. So we're up to 36. And like usual in this game, as soon as I make money, I essentially spend it. But you know what I'm spending it on because I've talked about it probably ad nauseum. So I'm just going to leave the trailer here for now because I want to pick up our new purchase. This is towards the bottom. And buy. Nice. This holds how many cows? 6 at a time. I think I have 25. Yep, 25. So it'll take, that's 5 runs. But the last one being 1. I'll hold on a bit. I'll transfer the cows over before I stop the episode. Be a bit longer than 30 minutes, but that's okay. I usually try to keep it 25, sometimes 20, but 25 to 30 minutes for the episodes. But it's not like a hard and fast rule or anything. It just depends on what we're doing. For this one, I put a lot more cuts, just because you've seen me do grass so many times. I feel it's a bit tedious for me to just show me driving around, cutting grass, baling, and all that over and over again. So, yeah, I try to put some more skips in there. But let's go pick up some cows. Unfold. Pretty sure I just have to drive over this. Animal dialogue. Select 6, move to trailer. Look, we got them in there. Close that up so they don't get out. I'll just show you one transfer and do the rest in between episodes. So I think the box is on the far side. Let's go ahead and back in. Yep, transfer 6. Move. Yep, I can hear them. Look at these guys. Getting to it already. I know. So they got cow pasture, cow barn. They've got a bunch of silage and a decent amount of meadow grass too if it does run out. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of these moved over, and in the next one we're just going to continue what we're doing. So sorry, it was unexpected skip. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna continue on next episode, move all these guys over, girls I should say, cows, and yeah, we'll continue on with the grass fields in the next episode. Oh, and I will get them fertilized before we skip as well. Just want to make sure get all the fertilizer. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Have a good one.